Today, we're diving into the latest developments across the tech, EV, and Tesla world. And there's a lot happening all at once. It's from shifting vehicle features and regional differences to new EV incentives stepping in after federal credits disappeared. Plus, major wins for Tesla's full self-driving software and an explosion of cybercab sightings. This update touches nearly every corner of the EV landscape. There's also a surprising move from Apple that could reshape the tech ecosystem going forward. So let's break everything down in one smooth flow. We'll start with what's changing inside Tesla vehicles themselves, because depending on where you live, the experience you get can be very different. In Canada, Tesla has officially launched the Model Y standard, but with an interesting twist. Due to tariffs, this version is being sourced from Tesla's Gigafactory in Berlin rather than North America. That manufacturing shift brings some notable differences compared to the US version. Canadian buyers are getting FM radio and basic autopilot included, two features that are absent on the equivalent Model Y standard in the United States. FM radio in particular is a hardware-related omission in the US. While basic autopilot is more of a strategic decision by Tesla, the hardware for it is clearly there. But Tesla has chosen to push customers toward either driving with no assistance features at all or upgrading directly to full self-driving. In many international markets, basic autopilot still comes standard, which makes the North American situation feel especially restrictive. Unfortunately, even that global consistency may not last. The mention of basic autopilot has now been removed from Tesla's website. When comparing the standard Model Y, it no longer appears as an included feature, which suggests Tesla may be standardizing this approach across North America. For many buyers, this feels like a step backward, especially considering how long autopilot has been marketed as a core Tesla advantage. Another hardware-related update is coming out of China, where Tesla has quietly upgraded all versions of the Model Y to a 16-inch center display, up from the previous 15.4-inch screen. While that might not sound massive on paper, Tesla screens are central to the driving experience, so even small changes can feel significant. Naturally, this raised the question of whether existing owners could retrofit this new display into older vehicles. Early reports suggest that the answer might be yes. According to Jeremiah Jones, the new Model Y performance screen was installed into a Model 3 with minimal effort. Aside from slightly smaller font sizing, it worked as a simple PLU-GNT play swap. That kind of compatibility strongly suggests that retrofits could become common, even if Tesla never officially offers them as a supported upgrade. Historically, Tesla has sometimes avoided formal retrofit programs for newer hardware, but owners have still been able to purchase parts through the catalog and install them independently. Given how new this screen is, it wouldn't be surprising if Tesla waits a while before making it widely available. But the door appears to be open. There are also visual changes underway. The latest Model Y currently comes with 19-inch standard wheels and optional 20-inch silver Helix wheels. But those Helix wheels are now shifting from silver to dark gray in China. Many fans feel this darker finish looks cleaner and better matches the overall design language of the vehicle, especially alongside darker base wheels. While this change is currently limited to China, Tesla has a long history of rolling Chinese market updates into global production. If that pattern holds, buyers in the United States and other regions will likely see these darker wheels appear sooner rather than later. Moving beyond vehicle hardware, one of the biggest topics affecting EV demand right now is incentives. The end of the U.S. federal EV tax credit sent shockwaves through the market. Losing the $7,500 credit for new EVs and the $4,000 credit for used ones forced automakers to rethink pricing, production volumes, and even which models were worth keeping alive. Tesla responded by introducing more affordable standard trims, while other brands scaled back or canceled EV programs altogether. Now, states are beginning to step in to fill that gap, and California is leading the charge once again. The state is proposing to allocate $200 million toward new EV incentives as part of its 2026 to 2027 budget. The goal is simple: keep EV adoption moving forward despite the loss of federal support. These incentives would apply to light-duty zero-emission vehicles and are intended to restore some of the affordability that disappeared when the federal credits ended. Details are still being finalized, but it's reasonable to expect income caps and possibly manufacturer limits, similar to how previous California programs were structured. The proposal still needs approval from the state legislature before it becomes reality, but the intent is clear. California wants to protect its position as the largest EV market in the United States, with many automakers scaling back EV production or exiting certain segments entirely. The structure of this incentive could end up favoring companies like Tesla that already dominate volume and pricing efficiency. It will be especially interesting to see whether this program ends up benefiting a broad range of brands or primarily reinforces Tesla's market leadership. On the autonomy front, Tesla is having a moment. Full self-driving version 14 has been receiving praise from corners of the industry that were once highly critical. An analyst at Morgan Stanley summed it up bluntly, stating that Tesla's lead in autonomous driving isn't even close. Even as NVIDIA introduces new technology aimed at helping other automakers build their own driverless systems. Strong statement, especially given NVIDIA's influence across the automotive and AI sectors. Even more notable is the shift in tone from automotive media. Motor Trend, which has historically been skeptical of Tesla's driver assistance systems, awarded Tesla its driver assistance honor following extended use of FSD v14. Their assessment highlighted a hands-off experience that can routinely guide a vehicle from driveway to parking spot and back again, while still ensuring the driver remains attentive. That balance between automation and driver monitoring has been a sticking point for years, and it appears Tesla has made meaningful progress. What stands out most is how many former critics are now revising their stance. Analysts and journalists, who once pointed out erratic behavior and inconsistent performance, are now acknowledging that Tesla's system has matured significantly. This doesn't mean the technology is perfect or fully autonomous, but it does suggest Tesla is widening the gap between itself and competitors who are still struggling to deploy usable, scalable systems. At the same time, sightings of Tesla's dedicated robotaxi, often referred to as the cybercab, are becoming more frequent. These sightings are fueling speculation that Tesla is quietly accelerating its plans for a purpose-built autonomous vehicle. While official details remain scarce, the increased visibility suggests that Tesla is testing hardware, refining designs, or preparing for broader public demonstrations. Combined with the improving performance of FSD, this adds weight to the idea that Tesla is positioning autonomy as its next major growth engine. Beyond Tesla, the broader tech world is also shifting in unexpected ways. Apple has officially partnered with Google, a move that raised eyebrows across the industry. While details are still emerging, any collaboration between two companies of that scale has far-reaching implications. Apple has traditionally tried to minimize dependence on competitors. A partnership with Google suggests strategic alignment in areas where mutual benefit outweighs rivalry. Whether this affects AI search, cloud services, or something else entirely, it's another sign that the tech landscape is becoming more interconnected as competition intensifies. Taken together, all of these developments paint a picture of an industry in transition. Tesla continues to tweak features and pricing to adapt to regional regulations and incentive structures. States like California are stepping in to keep EV adoption alive in the absence of federal support. Autonomous driving is reaching a level of maturity that's winning over longtime skeptics. And purpose-built robotaxis are no longer just a concept, but something people are spotting in the real world. At the same time, major tech players are forming alliances that could reshape how software, AI, and mobility intersect over the next decade. What's especially striking is how quickly narratives are changing. Features that once seemed standard are now optional or region-locked. Critics are becoming supporters as software improves. Incentives vanish and reappear in new forms. Companies that once competed fiercely are finding reasons to work together. All of this makes it clear that the EV and tech space isn't slowing down at all. If anything, it's becoming more dynamic, more competitive, and more unpredictable than ever.